So here we are in Abu Dhabi at the launch of the Toyota Supra. It's a car you've all been waiting for. I'll cut to the chase. Prices are pretty good, 229,000 dirhams for this launch edition. Same specs, pretty much full options as it sits. 3-litre twin turbo, 335 horsepower. I've just driven it on the track. I think it's actually a lot quicker than 335 horsepower. It feels like a good 400 horsepower car. 8-speed automatic only for now. Hopefully a manual, but might be a year or two away, if ever. Actually, Toyota doesn't really want to do a manual, but a really nice car. Does it feel like a BMW? Yes, it does. Is that a bad thing? No, because it drives really, really well. Let's take a quick look and see the Supra in close-up detail, shall we? So this is the best angle of the Supra. I love the way it looks from here, very low and haunchy. I love these where the flanks just flow upwards into that classic Supra ducktail spoiler. Obviously, it's not the big old hoop of the old car, but it's still pretty special. Lots of very nice details in the way the lights flow. The Supra badge actually is the classic Supra style badge from the 90s. Big old exhausts here, and they make some really nice pops and rattles and bangs at full power. GR for Gazoo Racing. You've got some LED lights here. Really like the design of these wheels. They've got a really interesting split or spoke design with a sort of polished one spoke. Very, very cool. It's a cool looking car, man, no question about it. It's actually quite big as well. Not as big as the old Supra, but still pretty compact. Look at the overhang on the front. So quite a long nose, but again, quite a lot less than the old car. If you look at the engine, it's kind of a double clamshell like the original Supra. You've got all these vents, which they say can be opened up and used to, I don't know, ventilate the engine. And the nose, which has that wonderful Supra-esque bulge down here. It's a very mean looking car, isn't it? I quite like the way it looks. So what's it like to drive on the track? Steering is really, really good. Really like the way the car steers. The brakes are interesting. The cars have been used quite a bit, so it's a bit hard to judge, but they do seem a little soft on initial application. The car wants to rotate quite hard. This is a car, if you want to go sideways, it's very, very easy, but you also be very careful if you turn everything off, because you're going to be going very, very sideways very, very quickly. It's also quite fast. From 60 to 180, it pulls really hard, so nothing about this car to me says 335 horsepower. It feels like it's a lot more. It feels like a very well-tuned BMW, to be honest with you. Alright, let's check out the interior. Unfortunately, I can't get you any driving action because, well, the track's closed. But for the moment, let's look at the interior and see what the Supra is like, shall we? Alright, let's take a look at the new Supra's interior. And it's very, very BMW on the inside. These seats are actually super comfortable, but if you're over 6 foot, you might struggle a bit with headroom. It's a pretty tight cabin in here. You've got a pretty nice boot, but yeah, made in Austria. If you look here, you can see this plate says made in Austria, which is what it is, in the Graz factory. Let's get behind the wheel. There's actually almost no Toyota switchgear in here. Let's see if I can see this. Put the car on. Quite cool, eh? A big old rev counter there, very, very easy to read. Good steering wheel, easy to hold. You've got very BMW buttons here for pick up a call and voice connect, etc. It's even making BMW style noises, but that's not a bad thing. BMWs are good cars, man. Not crazy about this gear stick. It's got that classic BMW throttle fighter pilot type thing. You pull all the way back to go into drive, you press P to go into park, and reverse is all the way forward. This dashboard is of course very, very BMW. Battery charge very low. Close message. So it's all pretty much, if you've seen a modern BMW, you know what to expect here. This is, however, not necessarily a bad thing. It's very fast and very, very easy to use. And of course an iDrive controller, sorry, whatever Toyota's calling its system here, but it's nice. Got a big sport button here to put it into sport mode. You've got a safety system which I think turns off all the active safety stuff, and this turns off the start-stop system. 2 cup holders here. Oh, this is the key, in case you're wondering what Toyota Supra key looks like. It looks like that. It looks like a BMW key. It's not a bad thing, is it? Otherwise, it's pretty much a straight-up driving cockpit here. You've got dual-zone AC, which is a bit of a hot night tonight, so I haven't really figured out how to make it work properly, but it's hot and humid. You've got BMW-style touch-sensitive buttons. Oh, they are touch-sensitive, actually. You can actually see them being touch-sensitive. They pick different stations. It's all quite nice and comfortable in here. I don't have an issue with it at all. This red and black contrast interior is superb. Got little bits of carbon fiber here. I hope they're carbon fiber. They could be plastic. But it's a really nice car to drive in. If you look outside, let me close the window, you'll see the problem. Visibility out the front, absolutely excellent. A really nice, good view. Out the back, not so much. And you've got that big boot down there, which has Toyota bins. Oh, they got some speakers. I don't know if you can see it down here. These are the speaker grills. Don't know what the stereo is like, but this is a car for driving. So let me sum up. I think Supra is a pretty interesting car. The price is really good, $229. That undercuts the Z4 that it basically is. It feels very quick. It feels very, very eager. This is a car that wants to turn really hard and from the back as well. So if you're not on your game, you could be caught out by the Supra. But that's fun. I don't know if it's a tuning missile that'll make 1,000 horsepower, but let's be honest. The N58 engine, well-known quantity. Everybody's been able to get 500 horsepower out of this engine easy, so I'm not worried about it. Gearbox is really good, really fast, makes a nice noise. I don't see what's not to like. So for the old Supra haters, try something new. There's a new car. Yes, it's called the Supra. Yes, it's different, but it's also good. So it's worth trying something different. Yes, it's not Japanese. No, I don't really care, because I like BMWs. I like BMWs even more than Toyotas, one might say. And to be honest with you, I'm very impressed with the Supra. Because currently my benchmark for driving pleasure, sheer driving pleasure, is the Alfa Giulia Quadrifoglio. And I think this car has a shot of coming close to it. It's not 500 horsepower, but let's be honest, this BMW N58 engine, people are getting 500-600 horsepower out of it super easily. So wait and see, watch this space. I think this new Supra is the beginning of something really new. And by the way, it looks really good. Thanks for watching. I'm Imthishan. This is Motoring Middle East. A quick first look at the Toyota Supra at Yas. Really impressed so far. Hope to see you again soon. In the meantime, like, comment, share, subscribe, all the usual things. See you soon.